All right, hello out there in TV land. We back with another episode. This is the Other Half podcast. We got my little big brother. He go by Guy, Manny, Marvin, Maxwell,
Jamal,
Malik. I don't even know buddy real name for real. But yeah, this my line brother. This my line little brother, man. Okay, he got his own YouTube channel.
Yep. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
Hair. Mm-hmm. He cutting hair. He about to go to barber school. He just moved to Arizona.
We lit.
And yeah, he's online. He the real 7-foot baby, but he's not 7 foot. So I just want y'all to know that.
I'm halfway there.
Anyways, let's get into this icebreaker. Powered by Hella Awkward. Shout out Hella Awkward. Hella Awkward is a Black and Asian owned business, and that's really dope. And it is Father's Day today, just so y'all know.
Yeah, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers, mentors. Yes,
everybody, coaches, all that. Anybody who ever played a role in somebody's life.
Yes, and happy Father's Day to you.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. So what's our icebreaker?
All right, so the icebreaker of today is, are you living the life that you always dreamed of?
Now, we're going to let you go first, sir, since you're the guest.
Go first? All right.
Since you're new here. He got to clear his throat. What?
Chill. Look, I'll say yeah. Like at this age, like at this moment of time, yeah. But like, my fault. But yeah, like at this age, I'll say yeah. But of course, like when I get older and stuff, I have other plans and stuff. But for right now, yeah, like I'm on track.
Why you feel that?
Because like I've always wanted to move to Arizona. Like it's been my plan since 8th grade. My first time coming out here, I wanted to move out here.
Wait, so I have a question then. Now that you just said that, since 8th grade, but so is that because like you have friends that are out here that you heard about Arizona, or was it like ever since Avery moved out here and?
No,
or you just always wanted to move to Arizona in general?
Yeah, my first time visiting. My first time visiting, it was like really nice and stuff, and like y'all got everything out here. Like I used to be really big, so I was like heavy on food. Y'all got all the food out here. You know, it's never boring out here.
That boy was big on food, boy.
Yeah, that's why I be trying to tell people there's so much to do. You can't be bored in it. But the problem is you got to have money to do stuff half the time.
Yeah. It's expensive for sure.
Yeah, everything costs money to do something.
So let me ask you this: how much you used to weigh?
300. I was at 296. The highest,
but for
298.
his height,
298.
Isn't that like not abnormal?
But what you is now?
You
said 215.
241.
241. You hear that? We're making progress out here in these streets. The sun got the skin falling off him.
Smelling like butter in a skillet.
All right, so your turn, ma'am.
Okay, so for me, I feel like although I'm thankful to have, my family, my kids, a husband, my job, my citizenship, like that's the biggest thing. I am thankful for all of that, although I feel like I'm destined for more. So I'm still aspiring for more for my family, for myself to feel really fulfilled, like my cup is full. So I would say I am a little more than halfway there. For me. What about you?
Okay. I think for me, I'm right where I want to be. Of course, we can, pay off bills, all that. That's going to come. But everything else I think it's pretty good. I think I just...
You always look at me.
I just got everything I want. What?
It's so crazy to me, though. It's because you're so...
Always wanted kids. Always wanted to live somewhere where it doesn't snow. I always wanted to be able to help other people. I go to work every day. I love my job. I talk to people. Everybody's cool. I'm an old head in the shop now. So I get to see the young, dumb people. I get to see the older people who I can learn from. And then I get to give all the information to everybody else.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you.
So, yeah. I think I'm where I want to be. But I mean, obviously, there's more. We could always improve on finances and stuff like that. But for the most part,
I mean, when I say that, that's all I mean by like, you've heard me say this already. I just mean like, have you ever seen the saying like you work 5 days a week?
Yeah.
And then you have like what is it? They say you have like 48 hours to yourself.
Yeah.
That's not living to me.
Yeah.
So I just want to get to the point where I'm working less, you're working less, but we still have the means for things that we want. The kids, like whatever they need. I mean, not like necessity wise, but things that they want, you know. And just like more for them, like I said, more space, things like that. Just to really feel like we're living life. And I think for me, it hits harder because I'm older than you. I'm older than you, and I feel like
excuse me, Grandma.
You know, I don't want to. I only have so many more years to live, and I don't want to be like in the same predicament for too long.
Yeah, that makes sense. See, but I never wanted to be that person that was. I see so many people chasing finances, like so many people, and it's like they put that above everything. So I feel like for me, I always went the opposite way. Of course, it matters, but to some people, it only matters. Like I know people who are scared to have kids. I know people who put everything to the side and put work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think we have somewhat of a decent balance with that, right? Because I feel like in the future, you'll be able to work less and you'll make more. And that's the goal for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To have you be comfortable and not have to work as much as I do. Mm-hmm. And do something you enjoy. It's a good answer, huh? Mm-hmm. Girl, I know. Girl. All right. Since today is Father's Day, we are going to give flowers to men. Important men that are in our lives, out of our lives. Not out of our lives. I'm tripping. In our lives, but just people who deserve flowers. Whoever you feel deserves flowers. It could be our fathers. It could be coaches. It could be mentors. It could be whoever. You know, there's like a lot of guys who step up in other people's lives. So it's important to make sure everybody gets their flowers. So you want to start this off, boy?
Yeah, I'll start it.
Because it's not you ladies first, but I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm going to let you finish. But Erika had the best speech.
All right, ladies first then.
Nah, go ahead.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Okay. I'll say my pops because just because, you know, I gotta have no reason. But you know, my dad not perfect. He is in my life. I could call him whenever I want to.
That's a flex. That's a flex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A flex. Yeah, like I can actually say my dad is in my life. I feel like that's a good thing. There is distance between us. Like we don't live in the same city. Now we don't live in the same state, but when I was back in Iowa, we didn't live in the same city still. But yeah, I do have like I don't know if my other siblings, like if they feel the same way or if they feel different, but I really don't know. But I like my pops.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You may have a different relationship or connection anyways.
Yeah. And I feel like he's part of the reason like that I am how I am today.
And how are you?
Yeah, in what sense?
Yeah, how are you? I know you tall.
I'm a man.
Boy.
No, honestly though, I will say I really do. I have to say this.
Go ahead and say it, girl.
Because I'm going to give you your flowers too. I really, really commend you for being at the age that you are and moving away from where your family is. I know you have us and we're family, but still, like to move away from all your family, your friends, and to come into a whole new state, starting fresh. That's commendable because there's so many people your age that are just letting it slide, not taking the opportunities, and you know, even if they have it, it's just not. You have like the motivation. I feel like that's what it is. Like you're motivated. The fact that you get up and you fold your blanket is crazy.
You notice that?
Yeah, because Romeo. Just kidding.
Dang, she
I'm just
threw
saying.
him under the bus, ran him over. Oh
No, I'm just saying it really is. I mean, regardless if you didn't do that at home or whatever, the fact is that like you have the mindset of like, okay, I am in somebody else's home. It's not just Avery's home, it's Erika's home too. Let me make sure you clean up after yourself. I mean, everything, like, I really do appreciate that about you. I really do admire the fact that you're very motivated and that you want to go to barber school, you want to be a barber or whatever it is that you want to do. I just feel like you're going to make it really far if you keep the same mindset that you have now and you stay motivated. That's why I told you, I feel like you're a lot like Avery. Like, in the sense of, like, you like to be busy. You're a go-getter. You don't wait around for stuff to happen for you. And I think that that's what's going to make you go really far.
Yeah, I raised him. So,
Cap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
You're welcome. I just had to let you know.
What about you, Avery?
What about you, Erika?
What?
Ladies first.
Oh,
Ladies first. What
right.
about you,
My
Erika?
fault.
What?
Who is your father that you would like to give props to?
I don't have a father, but I said I feel like it's you because I didn't have that growing up. And as we've talked about this before, but if you're new coming on the podcast, then y'all know that Avery fathered my kids, and he raised Asia and April at 1 and 2 years old. They are now almost April's gonna be 11 this month. Dang. And then Asia's 12.
Jeez,
And I would say, if I could just give my speech, I think it's the fact that, like, you get up every day happy, you don't complain. You get them ready for school, you get them there on time, you have a routine. Everything that he does for the kids is like in a schedule. So that I think it's because, like, you don't want them to be unorganized and have a messed up life and procrastinate and not be successful. So I think that even right now, like, you're setting them up for success. And I admire that a lot. And that's what made me fall in love with you, because I know that you it's like you aspire to be the greatest dad that you could be. So I do want you to know, I really do appreciate you, but I feel like this should be a everyday thing, not just a once a year thing. Yeah, I feel like you work really hard. Sometimes harder than you need to.
Hold on, man. I need to work hard.
No, but you just got through saying that people focus too much on finances and money. And that's where I feel like parents, we have to, like, take a moment and step back and just live in the moment and not, you do work a lot harder than you need to sometimes. But
it don't feel like
you
work.
provide.
You just having fun.
Then you got to figure out why.
I'm just having a jolly old time.
Oh, it don't feel like work.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like work.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we appreciate your speech, girl. We appreciate your speech. Let's go. See, you got to do better.
I tell you this stuff all the time, though. I don't need to say it on camera. I ain't even got to
do my speech now.
I tell you this stuff all the time.
Yeah, we done.
No, we're not.
Like, subscribe.
All right,
What's wrong with you?
What was yours?
All right, I got to give a shout out to my Uncle Tony. Happy Father's Day to him. I feel like he is someone who doesn't always get flowers. And he was around a lot when I was a kid. We used to go to his house. And then later in life, we used to go to his house, burn CDs. But he was always around. He was always available. He always welcomed us in his home.
You should say what burn CDs mean for the young folks.
For the young people, when you burn a CD,
not actually
you
burning
put
a
an
CD.
empty CD into a computer. It puts songs on there. You got about 20 songs, maybe probably less than that. You got a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And then you take the CD out. You got songs on it. You go to your car, put it in the CD player.
It's like downloading music from your
All you
computer
hear is
to a
boom,
CD.
digga, doom, digga, doom,
Yeah.
digga, doom, doom. Come on, man.
All right.
But yeah, we used to go to his house, burn CDs. Later in life, he got me a job. He gave me a ride to and from that job. Then later in life after that, I think he got me another job. He helped me get a couple jobs. And yeah, he's always been around. And he's always looked out for me. He's always kept me in check. And he's always, he just always there. He's never been a bad person in my eyes. He's just an uncle, you know what I mean? Like, I got 2 uncles. Well, I got 3 uncles, but the uncles I grew up with are my Uncle Tony and my Uncle Chris. and Tony is closer in age to me. So my mom had me at 17, and Tony is not that much older than me. But I always look at him like a older brother rather than like an uncle, right? I look at Chris as an uncle. I look at Tony as an older brother because I seen Tony grow up in a way to where a sibling would see your uncle grow up rather than the other way around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I love my uncle, boy. Love my uncle, boy. Yeah, shout out my Uncle Tony.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I do remember, like, going to his house. He lived upstairs in an apartment with his kid's mom. And, yeah, I remember going over there as a kid. So, shout out my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, what's your other question? I know you got it up your sleeve.
I know. I was trying to remember what it was. There was another question.
I got you.
Oh, it was. So the other question I wanted to do a card for was what you wanted to accomplish by the end of the year.
Yeah. What do you want to accomplish by the end of the year? You out here in Arizona. You know, it's wonderful out here. The weather's good. Hey, you can make up something new.
I could tell you what he said. Yeah.
Make up something new. Like, just answer.
I mean, so you're in Arizona. Like, what's your plan?
What's your plan?
What are you here for?
What are you here for?
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do all year?
Make some friends, because I ain't got no friends. I be in the house all day, every day, bored. You feel me? Taking up all the sunlight. I hope I'm graduated from barber school by then so I could just go right into the barber shop. And then I hope I'm financially happy with myself. Then, yeah, that's really about it.
That's it?
Okay.
Yeah. Everything else will come after that.
I hope life is good. Like, I hope I'm not.
That you're happy. Yeah.
I hope that I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be happy, huh? What makes you happy, huh?
I don't know. I just be having like times, like it be random, like different times in my life. I feel like it be like once a year, like depression be on and off. Mm-hmm. So like I hope I'm not like in that stage.
That. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to stay active for sure.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that you say you're comfortable. Earlier you told me you're comfortable. That's good that you're not afraid to meet people and stuff and be. Yeah. That's gonna make you a great barber too, because I know that's how Avery is. Be personable and able to have relationships with people without being afraid. Because then you're like me.
Yeah, you will take your own advice, Erika. There you go. Take that own advice.
Yeah, because I struggle with that, but then I struggle with depression.
I'm not scared to meet people new, like introduce myself and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
but everybody in Arizona is like happy and friendly and all that, so it's easy out here. Mm-hmm. But when I started, I didn't talk to people. I didn't know how to talk to people. Yeah, back home
in Washington, we don't do that. If somebody talks to you, you give them a look like,
yeah,
it's weird. Yeah, it's weird that you're trying to talk to me right now.
They have classes in high school like about that.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't been in high school in about 20 years.
That's good that they do because of mental health, though. That's why it's a big thing right now.
But there's also a lot of kids that don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah,
like I literally didn't know how to talk to people until I became a barber, and it wasn't until after like the first year.
Yeah, you didn't even know how to talk to me.
Excuse me?
No, really.
How you get here?
Your communication skills has gotten a lot better. What? I'm just being serious.
Erika, you know I met you 10 years ago.
I know, isn't that crazy? But that's what I'm saying. 10 years ago, you were not how you are now.
You don't know what I said 10 years ago either. I said,
No, whatever. I'm saying like,
come on, dog.
You didn't know how to like communicate. So I couldn't imagine how you would communicate with people as a barber. So that's definitely what helped you a lot. Because now you hate when people don't communicate with you.
I don't know what
you're in the shop. Like you said, when they text you or you text them and they don't respond and men just don't want to communicate.
Yeah, it's just naturally a guy's thing to not be good at communicating. You know, a lot of guys are prideful and they don't want you to know what's going on and all that. I be telling my clients straight up, man, me and my girl got into it today, man. We be in there talking. I be like, man, let me tell you about my brother, man. He want to live
That's
with
fine
me.
though, because
Nah, I'm just
sometimes
playing.
you need people to tell you.
Yeah, sometimes
You know,
need
from the outside.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Sometimes you need that outside opinion because they don't have any emotions.
It's not
involved.
biased. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, it is biased because they my client.
I know. I feel like I should have been a therapist.
No, I'm just playing. You should have been a therapist.
Yeah.
Hey, they do make a lot of money.
Yeah, because I feel like, what? You don't think I could be a therapist?
You gotta do a sit down talk.
I feel like, because I get it though. You have to understand, I've been there where like I grew up my mom said I never would talk. I would always be in my room by myself. Because we never had talked as a family. We never communicated. It was always yelling, arguing.
How does this make you a good therapist?
Because I feel like it also involves psychology. I kind of understand why people do what they do. I have empathy for people too, and I give people grace. You know, I'm not going to not give you a chance to figure out what is going on with you, what's wrong. I've done that with you.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Okay, whatever. You just say I don't communicate with you well. That's fine. Everyone else has no problem with me. Just you.
When did you give me grace?
I give you grace all the time.
Oh. Anyways.
But I'm also telling you where you're wrong. But no, it's just like if Guy needed to talk to me about something, I would sit, listen. And it's because I have a lot of like wisdom. Like I've been through a lot of things so I can give advice.
You think because you're older, you got a lot of wisdom?
Anyways, right. You're so annoying, bro. Next.
All right, guy, let me ask you something. Do people ask you about your hands?
Nah, not really. Like, not anymore.
Do you tell people about your hands?
I mean, in high school, like early high school, freshman year, sophomore year, people didn't really know. But yeah, I like explained to them what happened. But like, nobody's really asked in the past couple years.
So let me ask you this. Does it make you embarrassed or anything?
No.
No, I just ask because sometimes people ask, like, hey, man, what happened to your brother's fingers?
Who?
I can't tell you all that.
Okay.
Somebody did ask, and I just told them, like, yes.
I don't even notice.
Do you know?
Yeah, a lot of people don't notice until like I be at school and I like shake them up or something, like dap them up. But like thought that they don't really be noticing.
I don't feel like it's something that big of a deal.
You want to tell the story?
Yeah, I tell the story.
Okay.
When I was born, well, first when my dad was born, he was born with a first. It's called syndactyly. It's hands and feet. It's like your fingers are connected and stuff, and like your tendons are messed up in your hands and stuff. And it's it causes your so like my hand, like my finger, I can't straighten it. Like it's stuck like this, halfway, and then the little one, I have a little finger, my ring finger on my right hand, and then this like my bigger hand because like it stretch out a little bit more. So like this hand small and this hand big, so that's something I had to recognize. And then, but yeah, my dad was born with it. His wasn't as bad. Like he was able to go to the doctor when he was a kid and just get the little, because he had his connection just by a little piece of skin, so he was able to get his fixed to normal. But mine was like a little bit more complicated. I had about 7 or 8 surgeries between 4th grade and when I was born. Yeah, I had to get surgery like as soon as I was born. I had like 3 surgeries, and then yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And it doesn't affect how you cut hair or anything. No.
Nothing. I mean, what's it called? When you doing a little shear work with, you know?
Yeah, when you grabbing the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, making a guideline.
I got doing my ring finger, my pinky. I just be having to learn like how to do
ways to go around it. Yeah.
Like do it my own way and stuff. But I think I was in 6th grade. One time I was at Metro Kids, and it was this bad kid, right? And I was cool with him. He thought I was faking, and he had grabbed my finger and like pulled it back. I about beat the brakes on him.
Nah, when I was younger, I used to, when you was a kid, I used to think like, dang, man, I'm terrified for you to go to school, because I used to think somebody step on it and then it open up all the way. And
well, if somebody step on it, like, it probably like go to the side of the it might go. I mean, I've never had that happen.
Yeah.
No, I used to be terrified of that because kids in school, they don't be watching where they going.
Yeah,
they'll step on your finger. You on the floor with your hands out. Yeah, they'll step on your hands for sure.
That has happened before, and when I was living in Iowa City, it was reading time on the carpet. They went to their desk and stepped right on my hand.
Dang.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
That's rough.
Dang.
That's rough.
But another story is like my last one, I had pins in my hand, like going from like the top of my finger. It was like down the middle of my bone all the way to my joint to keep my fingers stiff so it can grow the right way. But I was playing with my cousin, Jaylia, and she had hit me with a pillow, and I put my hand up to reflect the pillow, and it hit my hand, and it like bent it a little bit. I went in the bathroom, bro. It looked like curly fries from Arby's.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, ugh.
Why you gotta go into detail like that?
It was disgusting. And then another time,
I gotta put an advisory on this episode, boy. That's crazy.
chill. No, when it first happened, like a week after, like I got out of surgery, I had my cast on, and when I was outside playing, and some girl did a cartwheel, and her leg came up and hit the top of the cast, and like they had left the cast open a little bit so my hand can get some air, and hit the top of the cast, and it hurt so bad. I didn't know what was wrong with it, but like I went back in the house crying like 45 minutes. Blood was just running out of the cast.
My God.
It was so disgusting. My mom wasn't there or nothing. I had to I didn't know what to do.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Erika, you ever had any surgeries? Any major surgeries? Or broke a bone?
No.
You never broken a bone?
Have I had any surgery?
You wasn't outside enough.
No.
Hey,
No,
tell him
I
about
really
the
don't.
elbow. You thought you was Superman.
Hold on, man.
What?
You wasn't even. He trying to tell stories he wasn't even born for.
What story
ain't that
about elbow?
crazy?
Joyce told me all
No,
about
I broke
it.
my arm. I just broke my arm. That's it.
I didn't
That's
know you
the
broke
story.
your arm. I just know the story about when Mike jumped on you and that hurt your back. That's why your tailbone's
that's a different story.
I ain't never heard that one.
My spine is crooked.
You got
Yeah.
what mom got?
When I stand,
That's why he walks a certain way.
no, when I stand, one of my shoulders is lower when I work out and stuff. Because Mike jumped on my. I was sitting up on the bed, right? This boy jumped on my shoulders, put his legs around here and here, and just jumped. And I was like, I don't know, my spine went like down like this, but it hurt so bad I couldn't move.
Hey,
It's okay.
he was terrible.
So the elbow story. This the elbow story.
Go ahead.
I was a kid, right? We was playing around. It was me, Mike, and somebody else kid. I don't remember who. But he was a baby. I jumped off this bike. He throws his bottle where I'm jumping. Bam, laying right on it. Boy, I was knocked out. Well, at least that's what I was told. Woke up in the cast.
Did you feel it?
Woke up in the cast. I don't know. I just woke up in the cast. That's how it be, man. That's how it be.
Hey, that's crazy.
See? You never had like a 3rd-degree burn or nothing?
No.
Dang, must be nice.
Oh, actually, no. I know I have I used to have a burn from when I touched. No, just like an oven burn, normal burn.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
had
normal to
anything
y'all.
crazy happen to me. I've never broken a bone. Never had a surgery.
Hey,
Were you sheltered?
Erika takes
No, I just don't really do.
pans
Activities.
out the oven with her bare hands.
What?
Thank you. I know I'm not tripping.
My
Hey, you gotta have at
mom-
least 5 kids to do that.
Hey, yeah, no,
Crazy, boy.
no. I haven't had anything crazy like that happen to me.
That's
The
crazy.
most I've had is me passing out. That's it. Nothing else.
Dang.
Can't think of anything else.
Dang.
No,
So how does it feel to live in Iowa now? I mean, not Iowa.
Hey, it's cold out
Arizona.
here.
Arizona. It's hot out here right now. You moved in the summer.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I really don't mind the heat. Like, it's not that bad to me.
It's not
That's
that
good.
bad.
That's
But
good.
it's supposed to get worse, right? Like
Yeah.
120.
Yeah, it's supposed to get 120.
It gets
But
up there.
Anything from 110 to 120 feel the same.
Okay.
It's just hot.
I mean, I really don't mind it.
Yeah. It's
I'll
not like
go
you'd be
play
out in
basketball
the.
right now.
No, you tripping. You gonna die out there, boy.
Yeah, I really don't mind it.
Heat stroke.
But, I mean,
get that.
I just moved out here. Well, it's been like a whole week now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's been one whole week. Boring so far, but I love the scenery of Arizona. You know, palm trees.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Never get tired of it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be better.
A lot of places to shop, people. A lot of places to eat, a lot of places to go.
I mean, but I ain't never got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but
we've
that's
been
gonna
here
change.
almost 6 years.
Yeah.
So it don't really get old to me.
Well, because we don't get to like experience all that yet. We don't really be out like that.
Yeah, but
Most we do is Top Golf.
Yeah. But that's cool because I mean they're building so much stuff closer. I know that, but I feel like we've done everything close. We haven't done stuff for this.
We haven't like experienced all of Arizona or even all of Chandler.
Arizona big, man.
I know.
It's
gonna take.
You want to go in the mountains?
I've never been in the mountains before.
We should have took them where we went with Chris.
Yeah, we don't hike. We just drive to the top.
Yeah. Because people die.
That drive crazy though. That drive is crazy.
Scary.
Yes, they was scared.
Yeah,
me, I was like
me
this.
and Chris were scared.
He was flying, wasn't he?
Nah, I was like this.
Because Chris
holding
was like
on to the steering wheel, but I was scared.
Because there's no railing for like the roads when you're turning, so it's down from there, and you're going thousands of feet up. And I remember him going like a little bit over the speed limit on these winding roads, and Chris being like, "Hey, you can slow down right here," and you were still going.
Erika snitch.
It was scary, but it's cool because you can see the whole city. I mean, all the cities. You can see all the cities, so it's cool.
Yeah, I've still haven't learned. Like, I want to explore Phoenix.
Phoenix is Phoenix. It's different.
Like I don't. You say it's dirty, but like that can't be like. I mean,
there's
Phoenix.
No, it's different areas.
Yeah, it's different areas.
Yeah, every city has a dirty area.
It's different from the East Valley.
Yeah, it is.
I think the East Valley is more for me.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are like, oh, it ain't enough black people out here. It ain't enough this. It ain't enough that. I see black people all the time.
It's a little bit of everything out here.
It's a variety. Also, I just feel like it's cleaner here. It is more like Scottsdale in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas Phoenix is more not.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
But I also feel like when people say there's not enough black people, they're looking for like, they're from somewhere where its majority is black people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we literally have everything around here. Hispanic, Asians.
You just
black,
saw it last
white,
night.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, last night we went to Juneteenth block party. There's a lot of black people out there. So,
and it's just growing more and more.
People.
Shout out my boy Jazz. He black now. Yeah. He's down.
No, but I mean, and all of that will change too once you have a car and you're able to get around on your own. You don't have to depend on us and wait around on us. And then you meet friends that have cars. You know what I mean? You have your own money to go spend on whatever you want to go do and experience life. It's gonna be good.
I want to try Dave's hot chicken, but he act like he don't want to take me.
I tried it already.
You tried it. I ain't had it.
I'm gonna say this: Dave's hot chicken is not good. No, okay, I'm gonna take that back.
That's your opinion.
Dave's hot chicken is more hot than flavor, if that makes sense.
Just
it's
spicy.
not. Yes, the flavor's not there to me. But,
okay.
I mean, it's cool, but it's just not, the flavor's not there to me. I don't know. It's mid to me. You gotta try it for yourself. People crazy about it, but I don't know.
Have we had that? We've had it together?
No, I had it in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's Vegas.
I went to Vegas. What you mean? Dave's hot chicken. Dave's hot chicken. That's like
that's
like saying, "Oh, In-N-Out good," but that's Vegas. In-N-Out good or it ain't?
No.
You don't like
not
In-N-Out?
the same. Nah, In-N-Out fire, but it ain't all that like you were saying it was. It's still fire though.
I didn't say In-N-Out was on it.
Well, like,
but people hype it up that way. Yeah, the burgers are good, but the fries are not that good.
Yeah, it's like regular fries.
Just a good burger.
So, yeah.
I got a question.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds.
Question. 10,
9, 8, 7.
Shut
up.
Go ahead. Where did you see yourself when you were like 10 years old? Like growing up, where did you see yourself? Like, did you see yourself here or where did you see yourself?
I didn't. I would not be in Arizona if I didn't meet Erika. She dragged me out here by my hands and feet and beat me with wet leaves.
I had to convince, it was me and Levante that convinced him. Because we came out to visit the kids.
Erika.
Because What?
If you think Levante influenced me, you're wrong.
Oh, I don't know. I
It was
just
just
remember
you.
the conversation.
No, we came out here to visit because I never met the kids. So we came out to see them. And I was like, oh, this look nice out here. We flew into Vegas and then we drove here.
Dang, why y'all ain't just fly
It's only
here?
4 hours.
It was cheaper. It was cheaper to fly
Yeah,
into
it's
Vegas.
just a
And
4-hour
then
drive.
we got a rental and drove here. We're going to have a rental either way.
Okay.
But yeah, we probably should have just flew into here.
Yeah.
But we got a hotel here. We went to get the kids. We brought them back. But when we first got here, I was like, oh, this cool. It's nice out here. Then I seen they had a Genghis grill. So you want to move?
It's not why.
But look, and then we went to Tucson, and I was like, oh, I can't live here. Bro, Tucson is...
I
it's
used to
not
live in
for me.
Tucson.
not
That's
for
where the
me.
kids live?
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
where I used to live.
And
which
it looks
is-
different. Tucson is what I expected Phoenix to look like because they say, oh, it's the desert. But they don't realize, like, it's a city here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Out there, it's a city, but it's
It's more
less city
desert.
than there is desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody that live there or lives there knows it's changed a
Hey,
lot.
I was out there looking at cactuses. It wasn't even palm. It was palm trees, but it was cactuses. Heavy.
I've never seen like a tall cactus, like a human sized cactus.
They got it out there for sure.
I mean, I just feel like because Arizona's so close to California, we have more of like what California looks like
Yeah.
compared to
I agree.
yeah. So it's like pretty much the same, literally,
Facts.
except for we don't have LA. It's the same thing. But yeah, I used to live in Tucson years ago, and I always said I was gonna always move back to Arizona because my oldest kids were here.
And I asked her, what's one place you would want to live that you'd never want to move from? Because she look at Washington like we look at Iowa. Like, it's not for me. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So she said Arizona. And I said, let's go visit. What do you know?
That was because remember we moved to Iowa.
Yeah, no, I was tired of moving.
No, I'm trying to say the story. We moved to Iowa, remember, from Washington. Tried that out. We're there for 6 months. That was a no for us. We even moved to where we were going to move to Des Moines. We were in Cedar Rapids. We said, okay, where else could we live? You asked me that would make you happy than to be here or back home. And I said, Arizona. That's where my kids
Arizona?
are.
Well, where else were y'all thinking? Like,
That's it.
Just moving back to Washington.
No, we did move back to Washington. This one we moved back to Washington.
okay.
So yeah.
What about
Now
you,
we're here.
Erica? Where did you see yourself growing up?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Well, yes, Arizona because of the kids, but I always wanted to live in California. I've always been like, California is where I want to live
Yeah,
because
me
of
too.
the palm trees, the
Yeah.
vibe, everything. And then now I hear California is not at all what it used to be. Now it's like you're better off being in Northern California than Southern California. Like even LA, it's not what it used to be at all.
What do you
I
mean by
wax
that?
so many people that have moved from LA, and basically it's like people are shooting up drugs on the street. There's feces on the
yeah.
streets. It's not good.
It's not what they show
It's
in
not
the
what it.
movies at
Yeah,
all.
that was the only reason why I ever wanted to move there. I wanted to live in LA.
See?
I saw myself as an LA girl.
That's crazy. I never wanted to. I never saw myself outside of Iowa because we never like when I was a kid, we never saw nothing outside of Iowa unless you were watching TV.
Yeah, facts.
So I never seen myself outside of Iowa, and we didn't really travel as a kid. We didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first time I got on an airplane, we went to Hungary. We went to Europe, and that's where we lived, and that was it.
Okay.
So my whole time as a kid, I was like, I want to be a dad. I want to be married. I want to have a good household, this, that, and the other, but I didn't know where. So I didn't know I was going to be in Arizona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know I was ever going to move out of
I think you thought you would be
Out of
just staying in
Iowa.
Washington too when you moved there.
Yeah, I probably would have stayed in Washington, but I do think that leaving Iowa was what's best for me. I feel like you can only do so much in Iowa, but it was also I don't want to move somewhere where I don't know anyone. Because then it's like, I don't want to move to a bad neighborhood. I don't want to be caught up with the wrong people. So I was always afraid of moving out of Iowa.
Yeah.
For
So
that
you seen
reason.
yourself in Iowa the whole time?
Yeah, because all our family was there.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
I didn't know nobody in Tennessee. We had family in Tennessee. I didn't know any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brother was the only person I knew that lived outside of Iowa. So I went to visit him. I was never thinking, I'm going to move here one day. I was just like, let me go visit him and see how he doing out there just to go visit.
Yeah.
I was never like one day I'm going to move over here with my brother.
Is it like Iowa out there?
It's different.
Getting worse though.
It's different. I don't think it's like Iowa. I think there's a lot of Hispanics out there.
Okay.
And one thing I learned about Washington was like ownership, because Hispanics believe in ownership.
Yeah.
You learn from other cultures, but they're very, very family oriented, which I feel like in our family, we're family oriented to an extent. You know what I mean? They're family oriented to where it's like you grow up as an adult, you stay in the household, but you take this one bill.
Yeah.
Mom got one bill, dad got one bill, brother got one bill, uncle got one bill, and they look out for one another like that. But there's also no like, I feel like with black households, we have a lot more issues. We have a lot more things that we worry about, and we don't always think about each other. But there's also like, we just lost the family aspect. We don't have men in households anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference that I learned out there in Washington.
Yeah, and the Latino
I learned how to cut hair.
families,
I
they do.
learned all that. Yeah. So it was cool, but it was different. Where did you see yourself?
Kind of like what you said. In Iowa, I didn't know nothing outside of Iowa except for watching TV. So one day I had seen I was thinking about like where I want to move because I know I ain't want to stay in Iowa, and so I had seen I was like watching a whole bunch of movies. I seen Friday. It's good, like showing how the West Coast looks and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice.
I know,
like that's nice. The palm trees and stuff. And then I don't know what movie it was, but it's kind of like All American. And the street they live on, it's like the palm trees going all the way down the street.
Yeah, that's what you see when you're
side.
driving on the 10.
It looks so nice. Like, and then you remember the post you had shared on Instagram with the old school LA music, with the old school LA music, and then it's like blue skies, like just straight sun and blue skies.
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah,
LA,
I feel like it
California.
makes you happy.
Yeah,
that's what you say. You said it makes you want to make money.
Yeah, most definitely. Palm trees. Yeah, that's what. It
well,
does.
also because like we've said before, even out here, it's like it is a lot like California in the sense where because you have so many Californians living here, that it's even more so like that. Where people here, like even me being a waxer, oh my god, people have like money because they believe in having businesses. They believe in like doing something. You got to do something, whether you're an entrepreneur, you went to school, whatever it is. But I feel like that's what drives you to want more because you see people around you that are always they're always motivated in doing more, Yeah.
But see, for us in Iowa, it was more of it's almost like you're in a box and you're always looking out. Watching TV was us looking out because we had commercials of restaurants we didn't even have. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We had Golden Corral commercials. We had all these different commercials and we never had any of it. So it's like, oh, that's what's going on in the world. That's cool, but that don't happen here. And we'll probably never be able to go there. You know what I mean? So now it's like, we didn't see no successful black people in our neighborhoods. We didn't see successful people at all, for real, that look like us.
You always talk about the cars.
We never seen nothing.
You always say that people just have old cars.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or the houses are all not.
The houses are all older. Here, it's more modern. Like, we never seen stuff like this in person. Mm-hmm. We seen it
even
on
back
TVs
home. Like, back home, we don't see the cars that we see, like the McLarens and Maseratis and all of this stuff. Yeah. We've been behind them
out here.
Yeah, they come from Scottsdale.
No, I got a client.
You'll see them. There's the Alfa Romeos, the Maseratis, the McLarens, the Lamborghinis, the Porsche, like all these. Even just like a lot of Mercedes, BMWs, like that's all you see
Those
driving
are like
around.
normal cars out here, though.
Yeah, but
normal
also,
out here.
You see brand
not
new
normal back
cars
home.
getting drove off the lot, right?
Yeah.
We don't see that at home.
No.
It's always, hey, who got a $1,500 car for sale? And it's like, we ain't really got money like that in Iowa. It's not money like that in Iowa, or places like that. You know what I'm saying? Smaller cities, we don't have access to a lot of these things. Like, you can drive down the highway and you can go to a Aston Martin dealership. Mm-hmm. It's just access that you have out here.
Yeah.
But everyone has something going on, a side hustle, whatever, to where they out here getting to it.
like there's a lot of opportunities, to be successful. That's why I love it.
Facts.
Facts. Yeah.
So that's about it for this episode.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, happy Father's Day.
Went by fast, huh?
What time is it?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. About time we finna grill. Yeah.
I'm finna grill. Keyword me.
I have to help you.
I'm finna grill.
They just gonna leave me out like I can't cook. That's crazy. Anyways, like, subscribe. If you on Apple Music, you know what I'm saying, subscribe or however they do it. Follow us. Spotify as well, all that. But yeah, we'll be.
Follow our social medias. Follow guys, YouTube.
Yo, boy, man.
He got his YouTube channel. He do vlogs.
YOBOANNY.
Tell him to start vlogging what he doing in school so we can see.
All right.
If they let me, if they allow me,
they better.
Because this ain't high school.
Facts. All right, we'll catch y'all in the next one.
See you in the next one.